Welcome back to Splendid Tales, where karma doesn't miss and pride always pays the bill. Today's story starts on a quiet afternoon outside Lincoln High, where Officer Bradley, the kind of man who thinks his badge gives him superpowers, spots a young black girl waiting near a military base fence. He squints, sips his lukewarm coffee, and strolls over like he's about to solve a world crisis. "You lost, sweetheart," he says, that fake smile stretching thinner than his patience. The girl, Ava, clutching her backpack, explains politely that she's waiting for her mom. "She works on base," she says softly. Bradley chuckles, that low, condescending kind of laugh that smells like arrogance. "Oh, really? Let me guess. Cafeteria? Cleaning crew?" he says, smirking. Ava blinks, confused, and says, "No, sir, she's in the Special Forces." That's when he loses it. He actually laughs, loud enough for two students nearby to hear. "Special Forces?" he mocks. "Sweetheart, maybe she's special, but she's not Special Forces." His voice drips with sarcasm. The students giggle nervously, sensing the tension, while Ava's face burns with quiet anger. Bradley starts showing off, pretending to radio command for verification like he's catching a spy. "We got a comedian here over," he says into his mic, grinning like a man who thinks humiliation is a sport. Little did he know, humiliation was about to become his reality. If you're enjoying this so far, hit that like button and subscribe to Splendid Tales, cause what's coming next? Oh, you'll want popcorn for it. Bradley kept grinning like he'd just won a medal for being annoying. He leaned against his cruiser, arms folded, sunglasses sliding down his nose. "You kids these days," he said, shaking his head, "always making up stories. Your mom's a soldier? That's adorable." Ava didn't flinch. She stood there silent, clutching her bag tighter. "You can call her," she said softly. "She's coming to pick me up." He laughed again, that ugly kind of laugh that sounds like bad karaoke. "Sure, sure. I'll just wait for your superhero mom to parachute in, shall I?" He winked at the students watching, milking his little performance. They snickered. The poor girl was embarrassed, but she didn't back down. Just kept staring at him with that calm fire only kids raised by warriors have. Then came the low rumble of an engine. A military jeep pulled up, spotless, sun bouncing off the metal like judgment itself. Bradley straightened, his smirk wobbling a bit. The door opened, and out stepped a tall woman in full uniform, crisp, powerful, and radiating command. Ava's eyes brightened. "Hi, Mom." Bradley blinked. His throat clicked. The badge on her chest read, "Colonel Vanessa Manning, Special Forces Command." She didn't need to say a word. The silence slapped harder than any insult. If you're feeling the tension, don't forget to like and subscribe to Splendid Tales. Trust me, it's about to get delicious. Bradley's mouth opened, but no sound came out. He was staring at the name tag like it was a live grenade. Colonel Vanessa Manning looked him dead in the eye, calm, cold, and terrifyingly polite. "Officer, is there a reason you're harassing my daughter?" she asked, voice smooth but sharp enough to cut glass. Bradley stammered, "No, ma'am, I was just verifying her story." His hands fumbled for his belt, like he could holster his embarrassment. "Oh?" Vanessa tilted her head. "By mocking her? Laughing at her? That's your version of verification?" The crowd that had been pretending not to watch suddenly stopped breathing. The students who'd been giggling were now frozen. Ava stood quietly beside her mother, her face glowing with the sweetest mix of relief and pride. Bradley tried to recover. "With all due respect, ma'am, I didn't realize." "That's the problem," she interrupted, her tone dropping lower, each word measured and deadly. "You didn't realize because you didn't respect her. You saw her skin, not her story. You saw a child, not a soldier's daughter." Bradley's ears turned red. His pride crumbled faster than a cheap cookie in hot tea. Vanessa leaned closer and whispered something only he could hear. Whatever it was, it made him swallow hard and step back like he'd been slapped by silence itself. If you're loving this sweet revenge, like and subscribe to Splendid Tales, because the payoff is coming next. Bradley tried to mutter an apology, but it came out like static. The colonel wasn't interested in noise. She was interested in accountability. "Officer," she said firmly, "you've made quite a show. I'll be sure your supervisor gets a front row seat to the replay." She took out her phone, camera still recording from the moment she arrived. Bradley froze. He hadn't even noticed. His confidence deflated like a cheap balloon. "Ma'am, please, Save it," she said. "You can explain your professionalism at the review board." Her tone was calm, but her words carried the weight of rank, truth, and every ounce of dignity her daughter had been denied minutes earlier. The next day, that video hit the internet faster than his excuses. The thumbnail alone was legendary. Cop laughs at girl until her special forces mom shows up. The comments section? Brutal. That man folded faster than a lawn chair, one said. She didn't raise her voice, she raised the standard, wrote another. Bradley got his suspension, and the world got its reminder. Arrogance doesn't stand long when faced with quiet strength. Ava learned that sometimes revenge doesn't need rage, it just needs truth and timing. And that, my friends, is how karma delivers five-star service. This is Splendid Tales, where pride falls hard and lessons hit harder. If you felt that justice burn, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next explosion of truth.